Hello everyone. Been a little while since the last stream, at least from me, but generally from us as well. Hope everyone's doing well. It is a bank holiday Monday. I hope everyone's had a nice weekend. If you have a bank holiday, then hope you're enjoying your day off. I sure am. So yeah, today the plan is to just do a good old mapping stream. Nothing too insane. I do have some lasagna right now. Only a slab of lasagna. That'll be a nice thing to just get through for the start of the stream. If I can actually eat it. There we go. It's gonna be getting my way through that. If you guys have any food, then let's eat, man. But obviously we're gonna do some mapping. That's what we're all here for. This isn't gonna be a food review. Not a mukbang channel. So yeah, well, hope you guys are having a good day, and we will. I'm a professional streamer, trust me. Here we go. Yeah, we are currently in the Ron project. Now, not much has changed since I last showed this area off, because I've kind of been focusing on a new project which is currently unannounced, but hopefully will be announced soon. Fingers crossed. And that's why not much development has happened here as of recent. But obviously, you know, that's what we're here for right now, is to do some development. Now, let's just pull it up on my Street View on my second monitor. Should probably also pull up the chat at some point. I probably should have done that. Give me a second. I don't want to leak anything. Pop out chat. I'll just slap you guys. There. There will do. Okay. Here we are. No leaks. No leaks this day. Yeah, so, yeah, we're doing alright here. Now, Ron, if you are wondering, is an island which is controlled by Denmark. Well, it's a town on an island called Bornholm, which is controlled by Denmark, which is just south of Sweden. We already have this place in ProMods, but this is a rebuild of it from the ground up using modern assets and whatnot, and just making it better. And that's what we're here to do. Obviously, you can see, very work in progress. Still a lot of work to be done. So let's, I don't know, let's just get at it. So, right. Now, where was I? Yes, I think for today I want to focus on filling in this big gap here. Hopefully we'll be able to fill it up. Most of this area is pretty much just industry anyway, so it's just a case of plopping some warehouses down and detailing them up. Well, it's not all industry, there's some shops, but it's like in like warehouses and whatnot, so. Let's see. Right. How do I want to do this? Because I could just extend the terrain out. Which I could do, actually. I think I'll just keep doing that. Where is the... Is it this? This is... Right. I don't think 25 will be enough. Let's do 75. That might be enough for the moment, and I want this to be a regular grid of about 4 meters. Okay, it's a bit of a mess because the other stuff here is not the same. Or do I just do terrain? I think I'm just going to do terrain on this, actually. It's easier. Why are you wonky? Oh, it's because the actual road itself is. Okay, let me just do that. this I will then extend. Maybe we'll just do 80 straight up, and then this can be a regular grid. 4 meters. Then we have this perfect grid pattern to work with. So, let's see. The entrance is... I have my street view on a second monitor, just so I can look at everything else that's going on. So, good way to compare. I want to do this. Bring that about here. So I want to do something similar to what I... Okay, Okay. Right. Well, I can give it a try, see how it goes. So we can do that. And delete that. That can go like that. Like that. And this can go down. Like so. Now act as a entrance. Do you use references or just free building? I use Google Street View predominantly. Obviously, there's some areas where we kind of just make it up due to like scale reasons or whatnot. Okay, that needs to go in a little more. Should be on the same layer, so I could probably raise it up a little. I think it's fine. It's fine. Actually, before I do anything, I would rather set the terrain material. So I would like to use concrete. So no, asphalt, not concrete. I am on the open beta right now, which I'm open beta 159. We are in the process of preparing the version, but obviously the version isn't out yet, so no release date anytime soon, and we'll be ready when it's ready. So just keep that in mind. I think it's my first time using these new asphalt textures. Yeah, do that. Now, let's see. We want to use grass green medium. Probably fill this area in with some green space because there are like some trees here in real life. Not too many trees, but we could pretend. I want to match this up to the road itself here, like the entrance bit. There we go. If SCS edits somewhere in the map like Stockholm fixing a bug, do you always look for those changes too? Well, it's not always obvious if SCS fix a bug or not unless we know about it, but the way we tend to do it is if SCS, like if an update comes out and there's like a bug in the area, if we modify that sector, then if SCS fix that bug, then it won't be updated on ours. If we don't modify that sector, then it'll be updated. Should be new, but essentially if it's in a sector that we actually like make our own changes in, then we also have to fix the bug, which has been great for places that are like new, where there's a lot more bugs being fixed every update that we also have to update ourselves. I think here the grass is kind of like this, yeah. Not that. So I don't like how it kind of appears, like goes into the road. Maybe if I use grass low. No, not low. Maybe city. Oh yeah, that's better. That's much better. And then in terms of this here, could raise it up. I might put like a curb here. I think this could be raised. except for that. Let's see. Oh, actually, that causes... No, that's fine. I'll leave it as is, because then I can just put a curb there. You can report the bug on our forums, or you can also do it via Discord, and all the information about how you do a bug report will be available on both those places. It's up to you which one you choose. Okay, I need UN curb. Do I go UN curb wide on this? I think I'll go with a wide one, to be honest. No, we'll just go with this one. Let's try and get it to match up with the other side here. There we go. What is the direction that ProMods is going in? In terms of map content, we don't really have a specific direction. We just work where we want to work. There's a lot of areas across the world that we are working in. I'm sure you guys probably remember that guess the location we did a little while back, which turned out to be in Cayenne, which is French Guiana, which is South America. So we just expand wherever we'd like to expand. We don't force ourselves to go into a specific area of the world, or like of Europe or anything. We don't do that. Hello, Hills. Yes, I am back, Kimron. I know. Just figured like mapping here today, because I don't really do it very often. My other projects. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Then we'll just go here, and we want to create, maybe not a tall one, just that. That looks good. Oh, that is... Where is... There it is. So here it's kind of becomes a bit of a curb island here. So I might actually just make that this, and then potentially that. Yeah, it works. Will Turkey be expanded upon? If you haven't seen already, I believe it's been posted. Yeah, it has. Definitely has. We have so many places in Turkey coming along very soon. Let's make that the grass as well. Actually, it looks like these bits as well have flowers on them, so best include those. Oh yeah, that's much better. Have a bit more of the lasagna. So, I think this is a furniture store I'm working with. If you want to know what it is, it's a supermarket called Ilva. Well, not a supermarket, but it's a shop called Ilva. It looks to be selling... It's an outlet, so it seems to be selling furniture. So that would be definitely interesting to add. Let's see if we can find an appropriate supermarket. Or actually, I could use... No, I know what I'm using. It would be a curve model. It would be structure set. Structure set mold. Or what about it? Let's see what the new Benelux asset looks like for this. Okay, that's mainly industrial. What about set mold from this? Not really, no. Vulcan West. Where's the window? Nice window, dude. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that is huge. Okay. Definitely not this one. Though actually, that could work for a part of it. We'll have to see. What about... No, wait. What about this one, actually? That's a nice bit. I mean, I could go with this, but the doors kind of ruin it. Oh, there's no doors on that one. Then I can do 1.5, make it more accurate to the real life version. Yes. And grey. Yes, perfect. We do use some ATS assets, especially ones that SES have imported themselves, but we try not to import too many. Especially since we don't need most of them. Okay. I'm going to place that Russian one down there. So that could actually be useful. Let's just do this. I think I might need to... Yeah, I'm going to need to do stuff there, but that's fine for the moment. Then I can just do this. Where this just becomes... Oh, that's going to be awkward. I could... To be honest, the whole mapping, like, learning to map itself isn't too hard. It just takes a long time and you have to be dedicated to it. It's not something that will just, you know, come to you, like, quickly. It just doesn't work like that. So what I can do now is scale this down. Maybe points, not 0.7. 0.73. It kind of is like a bit of like a corner thing here. Just do that. Shame we can't, like, go into the parking lot. Oh, okay, so it's not actually fully glass on this side, it's just about to here. Then we can bring this back. Then we can do cream. I'll do cream. And there's a bit more glass. Oh wait, hold on, I can just do this. That looks good. I would imagine the back is probably like a plain wall. So I'm just going to do that anyway. Now we head to the front here. And I mean, this side's all a plain wall as well, so... just copy that across. And then there's another bit of wall here. Like that. That turned out pretty well, actually. All things considered. It's not... I don't think it's as tall as the real life version, though, so... maybe this needs to be adjusted to 0.7. Yeah, that feels right. 0.7. This needs to be made... let's just see what 1 looks like. Nope, too tall. 0.83. We'll go 0.83. Let me just update all these. And update this. Yeah, that feels about right to me. I might push this back a bit. Okay. Well, no, keep it there. Let me just show you the comparison to the real life place. Just do this shot. Looks pretty good. I might actually, yeah, I need to increase this a little more on this side here. Let me just bring that back. And this needs to go a bit more like this. I do need an entrance thing on this one as well, so let's just see if I can find... I think it was this one that... yes. So what I can just do... split it in half here. Just have one with a door. That looks like it'll be our best shot. Yeah, that's okay. But in here it's kind of like... there's like a metal temporary fence. So let's see if I can find one. This one might be what I want. Yeah, that works. Okay. This kind of comes out about here. Sip. Will there ever be a Slovakia rework? If someone on the team wants to do that, then they're more than welcome to. That's always the way we do things. I think that actually could be moved forward a bit, the whole thing. So maybe about here? That's better. What's going on? Okay. Why is that not snapping? Oh, hell. We don't design companies to support HCTs if the country itself doesn't support HCTs. That's always been the rule of thumb. So there's no point. It would just add a lot more unnecessary work. Actually, this doesn't... This only continues to here. So after this point, it goes out. Like so. Which means I can push this a little bit here. And essentially what seems to be out here in this area is just a lot of buildings. Well, not buildings, just furniture, like tables and stuff. So I suppose we could just place a bunch of those down. All probably stuff that was like being sold and whatnot, so let's place some of those down, which then I'll compound all these and make these smaller, like less view distance. Maybe if I just search up, we'll see if I search up furniture. Nothing. Okay. Planters. Will this be a company to deliver to or only background? It's only background. I've already pretty much decided where all the companies around here will be. Here we go, some flower pots. Yeah, it's too many. Maybe I'll just cut back a couple here. There's like these kind of stairs sticking out from this side of the building, but they're like spiral. I don't know if we have those kind of ones. But let's see if there's like a short variant of this. Kinda. What if I just kind of cheese it a bit? I think that works. Need to push this in a little more. There we go. Not really, actually. I don't like that. That doesn't work unless there's a... That's just no. Oh, it'll be fine for the moment. I can figure around a bit. Let's do the company branding here. So, let's do generic. Now, I'm not sure if any of these companies here will be the ones we'd want, but we can find out. Could also look at some of the other countries here. I know Germany has a lot. Go with this one. Raynat? Yeah, actually, that's a good shout. I don't know if it would have like a logo that would work with that though, but I could look. Sand builders will have one, but obviously that's not going to be a good option. Ooh, what about Home Depot as well? That's a good option to think about. See what the... Oh, that's huge. Okay. Interesting. That is a big sign. didn't know we had that. Let's try do that, and we'll just go to signs. It's just a standing one, but we can take a look. I mean, we could just do this. Yeah, that actually works pretty well. We'll go with that then. Cheers for the suggestion on that one. And then there's kind of like an advert next to it. So if I just search up advert, preferably one of these. I don't know if Denmark really has its own adverts, which is definitely a problem. I just didn't think to actually do that. I mean, you could always make one myself if things get that bad. See if we can find a nice advert here. Okay, not one of these. If I can find one that's just like advertising furniture, then I'll just go with that. Probably one without any text on it, maybe, but... I mean, we could just go with that. It's not about furniture, but it still works. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's try and get some lights on top as well, if possible. There's the holders. We want those as well. Doesn't look like there's an option to add lights, so I'll just have to do that myself. Might just have to go with one of these bad boys. Then what I can do is just rotate these round, then conveniently slap them just inside the wall, and there you go. It's our little secret, so we just have that there. Put it above the building sign as well. So now, if I set this to midnight, oh, that's perfect. I don't know why this one is... Well, does that already What is that light? Don't know what that light is for. It's fine. It works. I'm very slowly getting through this lasagna. I might just have at it for a minute while I look. Actually, I'm curious. Can you see? Okay, you can't. So I'm going to need to do the roof. How do you import these sectors to ProMods mod? It's a lot easier than you think. We just copy it over to the Europe sectors that we have modded, and then we're good, essentially. Here we go, and then we can just make that like a asphalt. Maybe not asphalt, actually. Well, it's a little bit complicated, but it's a lot to explain whilst also just generally mapping. Concrete panels might just do the trick. There we go. It doesn't have to look too incredible. It just has to work. Because then what we do is put search up roof. What was it again? I forget what the name of the asset was. I don't remember now. I haven't had to use these in a bit. Maybe if I search it up here in the models. Oh yeah, structure set. I think. Yes. Structure set roofs. No, wrong thing. No. Just these. I'll just do this. Doesn't have to look too realistic, just has to feel right. Yeah, looks good. Let's go with that. I think those umbrellas actually need to be 300. Yeah, that's good. Does SES sometimes remove the assets you use? If they're like really old assets, then SES will mark them as do not use before they remove them. Essentially gives you the chance to actually go and either not use the assets to replace them before they get deleted. Need to put some trees along here actually. What if we use some of the new British assets, which there are? These were added in the I think it was the previous update 158, but they've been refined a lot more since. These are for the United Kingdom and Ireland, and they look real good. Look at these trees, dude. They're very nice trees. I also can use those ones. Let's see, that work? No. If it don't work, I'll just go with something else. Oh, here's some new stuff from the Benelux rework. Bike lanes. Proper bike lanes. Well, I think these are for crossings, but you know, that's cool. I haven't seen these. Shelty. Looks like these are also... Ooh, these are also UK and Ireland assets. This is definitely Ireland because of Clover, and it has IE in the tag. There we go, so there's already some UK assets and Ireland assets. Thank you for the €1 donation, Limburg Maps. Greatly appreciated. Let's see, maybe I'll just go City Tree. I mean, these kind of like fruit trees. If I search apple, no, just up tree and just scroll through. Those are way too big. Too big. Nope. What about these ones? Oh yeah, these ones will do the trick. Probably shrink them down a bit in size, so maybe 0.8. That feels okay. Nah, I think I'll just do this. Right. I think this is looking very good so far. What else? It's kind of like... This might be like bike parking, so I'm just gonna... this one? And then just do that. How long have we been going for? Nearly an hour already. For some reason I'm recording. Turn off my recording, or else that will just completely decimate my storage. Yeah, we've already been going for nearly an hour on the stream, which is pretty good. Maybe we'll try and go for another hour more. We'll see. Just finishing off my lasagna real quick, just so then get it out of the way. lasagna is done. Thank you again for the donation. This time it's €4.51. Thank you very much. Keep up the great work. Thank you as well. I tried to. Just checking some pings I have on Discord before I continue. Okay. Let's keep going. Hello, Waffly Man. Okay, this whole bit here is just kind of blank. Just noticed. Oh, okay. Because actually here is a different terrain material to what's here. So I need to change this to maybe a sidewalk tile. That works. I'll go with this. And then what I just need to do here now is put in some this back, because it's kind of like, it's weird. It's kind of weird how like the asphalt structure did. And then I'll continue it once I start doing that bit of the section. Yeah, it kind of just like bends off here, so I need to make sure to represent that, because there's like a whole parking lot here. So do you think the file structure is going to be different for the UK AI traffic? I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, I think UK and Ireland will definitely be separate because they are separate countries, but I don't know if SES will go and do traffic specific things for Scotland, Wales, and England, but we'll see. Just realised the logo of the company is also on this side. So we'll just do that. That's good. Right, let's try and sort this out. Hope you have a good day. See you whenever the next time you're here or I'm streaming is. I don't know. Right. So on this side, I also want to have some curbs. So we'll just do this one. Actually, I could have just done that. Yeah, that's good. And then for this, I can grab this one. Grab this. And we have ourselves a perfect transition. Well, it'd be great if they weren't floating. So let's just sort that out. Still floating. And set this to 120. Sweet. Okay. So, I mean, the main frontage of this company is pretty much done. I just need to put some bollards down here. If I just go bollard. Maybe barrier? Yeah, barrier. Okay. Let's go with this one. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the front of this building pretty much done, really. There's some flag things here, which I'll just place down. It's just got the company logo on it, so we'll just find, maybe just put some random colors. This one, maybe. That's very tall. I'd rather have a small one. Yeah, that's okay. And this can be... see if we can find a nice brown. Not really. Let's go with this ochre. There it goes, now they're facing the right direction. Cool. It's turned out nicely. Yeah, because the rest of this is like... It's like a road that kind of goes out this way. And then the rest of it's kind of like trees. So we could totally just do that. Say we just get it sorted now. So there's that gap full up relatively nicely. Then go over here and just kind of do that. Just figure that out in a bit. So for this bit, since it's predominantly grass, I will just place some grass. So that, then change it to city flowers. And then this kind of just comes out like this. We'll see how I will refine this in a second. Yeah, it kind of just does that. So do you guys start replacing the map before the official version is out? We start doing some minor testing, like in the open beta. Obviously, we start mapping and everything in the open beta anyway, but obviously, we would never release during an open beta anyway. We'd wait until the full release to really hammer that down. The next rework, it's a good point actually. I think I wouldn't be surprised if SES are just fully honing in on the UK because of how big it's going to be. Let's be honest, it's going to be a big rework to do the UK. So there's a good chance they could just hammer in on getting that done. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty much all they need from that. I want to just change the oh, took a screenshot, didn't want to do that. Okay, now I can actually see. Yeah, we aren't SES, so we won't be able to tell you when Heart of Russia would ever, one, start development again, and two, ever be released. Because you know, obviously there are reasons as to why it's not came out. Obviously, you don't want to delve into the world of politics today. I think it's the last thing we need right now. So yeah, but there are reasons. If SES ever changes anything, then they would probably announce it. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. Along this section is like trees and like, these kind of trees again, so we can just copy that. I want to change the step size a bit. -2? No. Or would it be stretch? Stretch. Yeah, it feels a bit too common. There we go. Then there's kind of like a hedge. Let's see if I can find... Okay, I've got too many tabs open. Find a hedge. In the UK has a hedge. I mean, there's the wild one, but that's not going to be very useful. What about hawthorn? Yeah, that works. Okay, that's good. And then this can all just be filled in with trees, to be honest. So if I just do this... No. Let's just do BI, British Isles, for this. Roadside woodland. Those are huge. Maybe not those ones. Or I could also do... Student dense. Where are they? It's not these ones, is it? Or is it? Yeah, these ones will do the trick. Okay. And then here it's kind of like just some shrub. So if I go maybe do a bit of this. It looks like it worked. I just do that, just make it a bit more smoother. Yeah. That looks okay. Could then change some of the grass here to be medium. Maybe even some tall. Yeah, that looks okay. If you're having trouble installing ProMods, then join the Discord server and make a support thread. And people will be able to help you out here. Right, help out there, even. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Covers up the fact that this just ends here. Get some more trees in. These can be a low detail. We'll see, this will probably have tree walls behind it as well, since, yeah, let's do tree wall. Tree wall. This one? Then lights, then I want to change the scale to the point. That's not the scale, that's the scale. You know, you might be thinking, that's way too close. Because it is. So I'm just going to do it there. Then it's less obvious. Now, what would be smart is to put a dead end here. Just a big... Maybe I'll do two here, actually. There we go, and then we can put an invisible wall behind it. Like so. That's just so people don't drive into this and then see, oh, it's all incomplete. Some grass on the pavement near the flags. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much we can do about that, because that's just how far it stretches. I think a little bit's okay. You wouldn't think it would be, yeah, because in real life there's also kind of like a few bits of grass, kind of some flowers sticking out here, so we could try and make it look a little better with some terrain decals. Nothing too crazy, just like a little one. Go here and say maybe this is just some dirt. Half wiggly. Maybe change the scale to point there. Then we can like break it up. Do a bit of that. Do a bit of that. Change the scale. Yeah, that's turned out okay. That helps a bit. And now let's just sort out the car park here. So there's not really any lines, which is actually probably a good thing, because it's a bit of a cramped space. Let's just get some UN curbs. Do a bit of this. And then that looks like it's probably just more grass, so we'll just slap some of that on. Like that. And then in terms of vehicles, we'll just do... Oh, wait. Wrong tab. We'll just go here, do parked car. There's not too many vehicles in this car park in real life, so I'll just kind of replicate that. Possibly put just a random car sitting here. Looks good. I think this could do with a bit of variation, because it's just a bit repetitive. Let's just do some... Just a little bit. Okay, not like that. That's okay. Cool. Okay, so at the back here, it kind of just becomes like a huge hedge. Not sure how to explain that, but it's just like a huge hedge sitting at the back here. So, see if we can find something. Would be a good asset for this. That'll work. That'll be fine. Obviously, I'll sort out the grass here. And then we'll push the tree wall in a little more. It's mainly a balance of making sure it looks right, but I think that's okay. Remask it a bit. Yeah, you're not going to notice that too much. There is a warehouse behind, so if I just do warehouse, you can probably get away with it being floating, I think, because you're not going to really be looking over there. Let's just be kind of square, so let's see what we can do. Possibly just one of these bad boys. He's always a nice asset. And then we can... What's the asset I want? Probably this. Just make it look like it continues. Yeah, it's turned out quite nicely. There's some lamps I need to add to these. See if I can just use one here. Too tall. I'll just use a sign. This will be 200 and this will be probably 120. There we go. And how does that look at night? I think that's fair enough. Why are they themselves not lighting up? Maybe I'll just go for a different lamp then. Will this be in 159? No, this won't be in the next ProMods version. It's nowhere near done yet. Where is just a good asset for this? What if I just tried like a UK one? No, it doesn't look anything similar. Could try that. Just let the game do its thing. Those are fine. I'm fine with those. So there we go, we've done a nice section there. Finally got that filled in. See how it looks. Yeah, I think this is a good chunk so far. We're at 1.5 hours. Okay, I want to go to this side, just see. Yeah, this metal fence continues around here, so if I just do that. Shit, let me just check the song real quick. Yeah. Looks like the playlist I listened to ended, which is why it just started playing the Celeste soundtrack. I was like, that sounds familiar. There we go. It's back on the right thing. Yeah, it kind of just goes in. There we go. I think that's nice. I could add some people here if I wanted some movers. That as like people looking it around, but it is empty in the real life area, so there's nothing saying we can't add some people. Let's add some people. We need mover, then maybe we can have some people idle and some people walking around as if they're looking at the stuff. Now let's have some people walking. Then maybe we can have okay, that's not. There we go. Yeah, that's a bit too many people. We'll just do 2. And it doesn't look like there's a strict line they're following. There we go. That kind of works. You're not going to be noticing it too hard, so yeah, I would say that's probably this bit done. We could probably put some decals in, just to kind of add some more interest. Yeah, that's good. So then there is this line here, which we need to update. This will be a cross. There we go. That's good. Need to do that with the this section as well, actually. Nice. It's good. Oh, this needs actually. That is a glaring omission. Good. Is this a rework or will it be completely different? It's a rework, but it's being built completely from the ground up. Like, this is nothing like what the original run looks like. You can see here there's a lot that's just empty because I haven't finished it all yet. There will be a truck dealer here. Yeah, this is going to be where the port will be, which I need to build at some point. Probably when I move towards actually doing more of this area, which will be in the future. Here's one of our custom prefabs, as you can see. Quite a unique one. Let's just look at that, dude. And yes, this bit is just that wide in real life. Probably for the trucks, as you can see here, the trucks will need all the space they need, what they can get. And then another custom prefab is this one. This whole thing is a prefab. It's huge and it's great. You can see why just by looking at it. So you have AI vehicles there, then like an AI truck wants to go left or right here. Hold on. You can see like they'll use this lane to go along, while the other lane's also available to be used. You can see all very good. Actually, see how they meet here. Oh, that just about works. Okay. Would have been a bit awkward if we had to redo that. Hold on. Ah, it's gonna need fixing. I'll tell Wojtek about that in a bit. It's not a top priority though right now. Yeah, that's the prefab. It is much bigger. The original version is essentially like just this port, then the road that goes around here, and then this area, and that's pretty much it. My version will have all this, and it keeps going into this area, which you've probably seen in some screenshots, which looks very nice. And then you can turn left, and you go up this way, then you turn this way, and then you're at a company, which is also pretty nice. That view distance needs sorting. There we go. Yeah, it's all very nice. It's gonna be a lot bigger. Right. Let's think. What does kind of this area look like? Let me take a look. Kind of just a building. It's just kind of buildings here. Generic ones. There is a car dealership, but I already modeled car dealership here, so it would be a bit weird to have two. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I might just do like a generic building here at some point. Before I do that, I want to sort out this road. So it kind of just ends there. So that will just make that a 3-node rotation. And this can just go in like that. And then there is... I don't have a prefab tab. Then we need 1-to-1T. This one could work. Yeah, just so it can kind of go off like that. You don't really see where it goes. There we go. I do want to do actually some road marking adjustments on this intersection to make it more accurate to real life. So let's just do that. So let's just get rid of these. Right, so we need DK line. DK obviously meaning Denmark. Kind of looks like this in real life. I think this is better as just a general cross. Just a bit jank. Pretty much looks like this, to be honest. Okay. Just save that. What time are we at? We're at 1 hour 47 minutes of the stream so far. Right. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I need to fill that in. I think we'll do that as a final bit for today. Okay, what do I do about this situation? That, yeah, it should probably just be grass. So we'll just do that. And then to make it have a smoother transition, yeah, I'll just, I'll try these. Set these to Doesn't help that bit's actually floating. How is that floating though? There's no... Ah, let's see. There we go. I think that's fine. This bit still feels a bit bland though, I can't lie. I'm not sure what to do for that though. Slap one of these down somewhere. Why not? Could actually put a tree planted down, just for the fun of it. So let's see, what would it be? I think it's just a decal, right? Yes, tree great decal. And then we can just get a tree. I feel like that tree's too big. Just do like a young tree. There we go. Then... Oh wait. Oh, just do this then. Delivery van could do. That would be a hookup. Parked van. There we go. Yeah, that's a little better. I think I need something to fill that space up. Just cover this up in a general low detail tree thing. Yeah, that's alright. That is definitely... It's only a small section that we've done, but I think that's good. I just need to get back into the flow of things, but at the minute I am working on 3 different map projects, one which I hope you guys will be able to hear about very soon. Would be good. Oh wait, have I not? Really, I've not done this bit yet. Yeah. Let's get it done now. Let's get out of the way. What do I do here? Okay, this just some more of this. That looks a lot better. Just gotta do the same elsewhere now. Nice. Okay, I don't know if it doesn't look like there's any cars parked in there, but nothing saying I can't just do it myself. Okay, let's add some cars in here. And then on this side, it's more parking. I think for this, yeah, we'll just do same kind of thing. There we go. Might move that a bit, just break up the pattern. This could do with some flag grass, so I'll just do. Yeah, that works. That's much better. Just need to put some dirt decals. Which I also should do for all of this bit as well, so we'll just go with big. There we go. There we go. One more there. And now do that. Just set it to 200. Nice. The height blend feature? I haven't used it too much, simply because I've not needed to, but I can do a little demonstration. So I just say it's like 100. Do regular grid. Essentially, like the height tool is kind of like, you can just do like custom bits of terrain. You can see here, this just goes up. You can, very good. And then the vertex stuff, like, lets you do some fine tuning. So if I wanted to say I want all this to be average height, there we go, it's all average height. It's very useful, especially when making pretty fine-tuned bits of terrain such as mountains and cliffs and whatnot, though I've yet to do an area like that. Maybe in the near future, you never know. Okay, how am I feeling about this? I think this is a good, we're just over the 2-hour mark now, which is good. It's good that we've reached that mark. What's this? Oh, visibility. Yeah, visibility area. Cool. I think this might be, hold on, what's this? Is it for you? No. So that's in German, which I need to update in the near future. Unless it's, oh, I think I know what's causing that. Never mind. I think we're good. Yeah, it's very helpful. Oh, I misread then. Light blend is textures. Okay, I think my brain's just broken, which is always a good sign. Yeah, I'm very happy with how this is looking. Yeah, Jules, is there anywhere that you want me to show off before I end the stream as like a little teaser for things, or just as a, you know, while we're here, if you want to, of course. Yeah, like, I think this all looks good. I want to move that a bit though. There we go. That doesn't have a, there we go. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Oh, you're talking about that. Yes. Let me show that off. So, there's a bit of terrain. So, if I was to say make that just do grass. And if I wanted to say put some gravel. essentially the height blend is this thing here where it kind of has like this like transition thing to kind of like blend it in a little more. That's essentially what that's there for. And it looks very good. It also means that with like these smaller brush sizes here, like, look at that. Like, these look so much better than just having like a gradient. Then you can do stuff like that, and it's like, ooh. Looks very smooth as well. Yeah, I pretty much use it. It's just I forgot the name of it for a second. It's what you can see here. That's what this is. This is the height blend thing. Does the editor come with libraries? If you mean something like the content browser, yes. Which has pretty much every asset you can imagine. Obviously this is with ProMods assets as well, but, you know, same kind of thing applies. So you can just, you know, like, I could just place this down. Look at that. Create launcher. That's probably out of the realm of possibilities for the moment. Which is a mod. I'm just looking at random assets now. Let's look at the British assets if there's any. See if there's anything here. Or is it just curve items? I think it's just curve items. But there is something very exciting when it comes to the UK stuff, which I've been waiting for a long time. Just do this as demonstration. So, as some of you know, as all of you probably know, the UK rework's coming out. Well, not coming out, but is in progress. And one of the things that they added recently for the UN road set is, let's just do this. We now have proper UK lines. It'll be easier to show with parking stuff, I think, maybe. Aha. See, there we go. And city. Look at that. We've got UK lines, people, in the for the UN road set. And it's great to see that that's finally come into the game as something we can use, because that means if for whatever reason someone in the team did start mapping more UK stuff, not even like just the United Kingdom as the mainland, but like one of the territories or anything, then we've got the stuff we need. Rumble strip. Let's see what else we got. Cross. And the best part, actually, before I forget, the best part about this all is we do have left-hand drive prefabs. So if I do UNLH, as you can see, we now have some left-hand drive prefabs. These are great to finally have as well. So if I just do this, then save. As you can see, the lines also work on this as well. It's great. Great that we finally have these as like an option for us. Obviously with the same customization as the UN road set normally does. The main issue I found at the moment is and this will probably be something that'll be tweaked in the future. Hold on, there we go. Is that the giveaway lines aren't accurate yet, but I assume SES will probably change that in the future. Yeah, like look at these roads and these prefabs, dude. This is great for the UK. There's not much else in terms of UK stuff they've added yet. It's mainly just vegetation and stuff in the curve model section, but it's great to have that all when whenever we want to start working on all that stuff. And also the left-hand drive prefabs are great for doing other areas that also drive on the left, say countries like Malta and Cyprus that drive on the left. We can, if we ever want to, replace the prefabs and roads there with the UN road set. But that's probably something for someone else in the very, very far future. Just a possibility. Right, I think this will be an appropriate place to kind of wrap up for today. Hills, if you want me to show off anything Nordics wise before I end stream, then feel free to let me know. If not, then I'll just end stream normally. It's up to you on that one. Yes, we've done quite a good bit of progress. Which areas have you done before which are released? The main one is Bodmin. That's the main one I've done. And then a lot of the other stuff I've done is kind of like reassigning city definitions and whatnot. I haven't done that yet. Have a go at the finished Vincent. Can do that. Let me just hide everything so I don't leak anything else. We'll look at Vincent. And there we go. Okay, so Svinsund will be in the next ProMods update 2.81. You would have seen us tease it before, and let me show you the completed version. So here's, I believe this also is your bit. I think you've done this as well. I would want to say this is essentially like a border crossing between Sweden and Norway. This is the Swedish side. I believe you've done this. I might be wrong on that. But at the very least, once you go over here, across this bridge, you'll start to see the new areas. How much? That's actually a problem, that view distancing. Yeah, okay, so this is from SES, but then everything pretty much past this point is all Huel's new work. So, as you can see here, there's some signage stuff. Trucks will essentially go into this way. And we've done some custom models here, as you can see. This is all done by Bricks. This is new from us, this section here. And then you go here, you've got a lot of parking areas. I believe, yes, so you would have to go... I think you have to go this way. At least sometimes you go this way. Continue. Then you just go through like the border stuff here. And whatnot. So you just go here, go for a way station and all that. And then you continue. And then go back onto the main road. And then same the other direction. So actually no, in the other direction you just continue straight on, but you can exit off if you like. You can just go around and go in here. There's also a rest area if you want to use that. Yeah, it's a nice a nice big plot of new content. Just, you know, something to look at and experience just as you're driving on the E6. But yeah, as I said, this will be in the next ProMods update 2.82, as you can see, because it's all fully done and whatnot. So yeah, I think it looks quite good. It's nice to have some proper borders check. Also, what? Oh, it's just like a curve model. That's neat. I like that. Yeah, this is coming into the next update, so make sure you check it out. On the first, I think it's one of the first bits. Norway's not actually in the European Union. It does have some agreements with the EU around trade and that, but it itself is not the EU, so that's why you kind of have stuff like this. This is mainly for trucks anyway. I think for cars it tends to just be like you just go through this and then that's pretty much it done. But yes, this will be completely new content made by Hazel, and it's going to look good. And also, we the STS for some reason keeps putting a train mover on this bridge, even though this bridge doesn't have trains, and that's also been fixed, so it won't look jarring now. Yeah, it's all good, and it really does blend in with the rest of the stuff that SCS have done around here. Like, you don't really notice it too much. You'll just go in. It's like, oh, new content. Yeah, I think this is, unless there's anywhere else you want me to show off, then, which I doubt, because this is the only thing that's coming. This will be a nice place to end the stream. It's been just over 2 hours. Streams tend to be about just over 2 hours long, at least on my end, so just think 2 hours is a nice kind of cut-off point. Yeah, hope you all have enjoyed the stream today. Obviously, didn't do too much because I like focusing on the details. So this is a nice section to like park in. Yeah, I like focusing on the details, making things look good. So yeah, obviously not going to be speed running, this kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know when the next stream will be, to be honest, because exam season is here, which is always fun. But yeah, so we'll end the stream here for today. Thank you all for tuning in, whether you tuned in 2 minutes ago, whether you tuned in at the start of the stream or in between. Thank you for coming along today. It's been great. And we'll hopefully see you all in the next stream, whether that's done by me or done by anyone else. Yes. Let's do the funny end screen. There we go. Put something funny. Boom. Yep, I'll see you all in the next stream. Bye-bye.